Very famous music producer.
It would be a real pleasure for us to take a short interview with you. In the 80s I was demonstrating qui capite il Furwell insieme ai Fairlight e adesso cerchiamo di capire come, perché e per quando. So Peter, it would be possible to know something about this strange instrument. What is it?
Well, this is a recreation of an instrument that was very popular in the 1980s. At the time, it was the first digital sampling instrument available, and it also introduced for the first time the idea of using a on-screen sequencer so that musical compositions could be done on the screen. And a lot of the music of the 80s uses this instrument. A lot of the great hits of the 80s feature some of the sounds and sequences composed on this instrument, which was bought by Stevie Wonder, Herbie Hancock, Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush, all the big acts of the 80s.
Okay, that's great.
So the actual software is still like the old one, the page art and the light pen for drawing waveforms.
Yes, we've kept the user experience is the same as the old system because I've been in contact with a lot of people who are still using the old 20-year-old machines in their production and every day, and I ask them what it is that they like about it so much, and what they like is that it's a very clean interface. It's not lots of little windows and you don't have to go dropping down menus and searching for things, and they find it is much more creative that way, and it's more like sitting down at a piano and composing. It's less of a technical instrument and more of a musical instrument, and there's a lot of affection for the look, the 1980s look of it, so we've built it to look like the original machine but using the latest technology.
What is an iPod?
This is used as a multi-touch controller, so in the future we'll be able to do things like program this to be any sort of controller you want. So if you need a rotary control, it can appear here, or we'll be using the pitch control to make sounds broader or narrower, and also it'll be a two-dimensional control so that you'll be able to assign it to different MIDI functions and control several things simultaneously using the touch.
In the old Fairlight there was page art sequencer. Is it still available in the
It's exactly the same in this machine. Also, we have the light pen. We brought back the light pen interface. We could have used a touch screen, but that would be too easy, so we did it the hard way. Everybody loved the light pen. So we have. Particular sequence is the demo sequence that used to ship with the Series 2s 25 years ago. We've imported it into this system exactly. But the interesting thing about it is it uses it's all 8-bit sounds we're listening to, and no sound is more than 16 kilobytes long. So the whole song, all the voices and the sequence would fit onto one floppy disk. which was 256 kilobytes. So that sort of gives you an idea of how different it is. A whopping 256 kilobytes. But of course that only uses up the first 8 tracks, and now we have we can go up to 24 tracks. And whereas in the original instrument, all the voices were monophonic, they're all now completely polyphonic. As many voices as you want.
The original sound library of the Fairlight is currently available on the new machine. For example, the classical orchestral hits, or blowpipes, or Tibet, historical sounds.
And we have that. Sorry. This one here, I think. Some of the well-known sounds. That's a well-known sound. These are some of the classic sounds. Kate Bush. No, sorry, this is a Gabriel sound, I think. Never played. So we can now take, of course, any sample that you want to make and process it back through the process that makes it sound like a Series 2 CMI. So you can have the old 80s sound, the very sort of soulful, gritty sound, or you can turn it right up to 36-bit performance and have a perfect reproduction.
Is implemented the FFT page on this one?
We haven't implemented it yet, but it will be. All the functions of the original will be implemented on this, plus some interesting new ones. I'll give you an example of. Let me see, what have we got here? Some of these sounds. Probably a bit hard to hear in this environment, but we have a new function which we call brew, B-R-E-W, which means to cook things together. And what we can do is take any number of sounds and cook them together and get a new sound.
Like a convolution?
It's a convolution process, yes. But we try not to use the mathematical terms because that confuses people. So this is a convolution between a piano and a voice going, oh. Yeah, so there's someone saying, oh, and a piano playing. This is an interesting one. See if you can guess what this sound is.
I don't know. Solve the riddle.
It's a cabassa and a timpani.
Oh, wow.
Brewed together.
Yeah, I want it. I want it. Absolutely, I want it. It's excellent. And obviously, it does MIDI. It does whatever kind of
yes. Well, the other thing we've done is bring it into the 21st century studio. So if you want to come around the back, It's built on an HP workstation, and this is a crystal core FPGA card which does all the audio processing, and that's connected to the I/O device here. Just got analog inputs, analog outputs, 70 time code, digital, word sync, and we also have MADI output here, so we can go directly digital into consoles. MADI.
Great idea.
Yeah. So it's the state-of-the-art technology with the retro sound capabilities.
Yeah. The on-off is still with the key.
Yes. It's a bit of a hallmark of the Fairlight, the ignition key. It's the only sampler which you have to start with a key. We call it a turnkey system.
That's great.
So we're building these to order. We're only planning to make a limited run of 100 of these. So we're making them to order, shipping them direct from Sydney to the customer, and there will be local service agents in different countries to ensure that if there's any problems with the system, you can get local support.
Have you contacted the old London agents of the Fairlight?
Yes, we have. Yes. Will be obviously all the previous owners of Fairlight will be very interested to know, particularly since we've now got also technology so we can read the old 8-inch floppy disks into this system, so they can resurrect their old work and pick up where they left off 20 years ago.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I can have one of the most famous sounds is on fire.
Mamma mia, chi mi presta $20.000?